Yo, what's up, dude? What's up? So I thought we would take a look at the guitars of 2015. So I think there were definitely 4 guitars. Were there 5 this year? I don't think so. I think it was 4. Well, we'll find out, won't we? So this was the first one, January of 2015, right before the NAMM show. I scored this for $275, really $274.95 from Guitar Center Used. It has the wonderful MJ wound. What is that? That's the Screaming Demon? No. Full shred. Full shred. And that's an RG, Ibanez RG760. It's in, I think it's an 89. It's a 1989. And the other 2 pickups are stock. You know. So that was the first one of the new year. It was listed as an RG 570. Obviously, that was wrong. And I think the bridge pickup was wired incorrectly, if I remember correctly. It was wired as a single coil, and that won't work. And, you know, that leads to inexpensive guitars. Number 1, they don't know what they have, and number 2, there's an electronics problem with it that's easily fixable, but they don't know what they're doing, so that's when you can pick up these guitars, which went for, I think, $699 brand new back in 1989. So, you know, they weren't inexpensive guitars. $699 back in 89. Today is, you know, probably over $1,000. And, you know, I paid under $300 for it. All right, guys, that's it. That's the first guitar. We'll have to figure out what the next one is, but I'll be right back, and we'll check out guitar number 2. See you in a sec. All right, we're back. Second guitar of the year. The Chapman ML70. I love this guitar. It's obviously a 7-string. And I was looking for a 7-string. Because in the fall, I had done a little jingle with a friend of mine, and he wanted a real heavy guitar to point. So we tried a few different things, but the one that sounded the best was my Universe Copy 7-string. But, you know, that has that horrible Floyd Rose copy that doesn't stay in tune. I needed something stable, and in a 7-string, you don't really need a tremolo arm. I find that the stop tailpiece works better. So I met Joe from Riff City at the NAMM show, and we had been texting back and forth, and we had talked about this at one point, and I wound up getting one. And you know, they're just so nice. I mean, that beautiful heel in the back, and the ebony fingerboard, and the reverse headstock. I mean, the whole thing is just cool. The coil cut, and you know, the guitar is just awesome. So So really, feel really filled a need. I did want a 7-string. I don't want all 7 strings. You know, 1 or 2 is enough. But I think you kind of need one. Just like a baritone. I think, you know, maybe in 2016 I'll pick up a baritone guitar. Maybe even that baritone Chapman. That looks pretty sweet. You know. What's the other one I like by them is that ML3, I think modern. That's with the 2 humbuckers and the mahogany body. That one's been on my radar too, but too many guitars, not enough time. I'm playing through TH3. I'm on the 10-minute demo. My demo's finally caught up. So on the last reboot, it finally said, you can get another 10-day demo in 48 weeks. I was like, gee, thanks. So I'm working on the 10-minute demo right now. All right, so that was the second guitar, the ML70. Let's see what's up next. I'll see you in a sec. All right, we're back. Third guitar of 2015, the Charvel San Dimas. Is made in Mexico, and it's got the flame maple veneer. They call this, what is it, like black burst, I think. And of course, it's a one-piece maple neck and the Floyd Rose 1000 trem, which is identical in every way except longitude and latitude to the Floyd Rose original, the original Floyd Rose. So the only difference is that the 1000 isn't available retail. Got to be OEM and buy, like, you know, probably 10,000 units or at least 1,000 units minimum order. But they are metallurgically identical to the ones made in Germany by Schaller. So they're just made in Korea. But don't confuse them with the like specials or twos or any of those other ones. It's not the same. These are the real deal. So I think there was a little confusion when I first talked about this guitar. Got the Seymour Duncan pickups and no tone. Which I think without the tone circuit gives it a little bit more bite. Actually, you know, I found this guitar pretty bright from the start. It's always been a little bright. But that's okay. That's what it's all about, having a little bit different stuff here, there, everywhere. You know how that goes. Anyway, this was the third guitar. At least I think it was. Either this one was the third or the next one was the third. But one of these two were the third. I might have to check my list. All right. So this was I think the third. Third or fourth. All right, guys. We'll be up next with what's either the third or fourth guitar in the series. All right, see you in a sec. All right, we're back. So this is a 1990 I think. Yeah, I think it's a 91. It's either a 91 or a 92. I think it's actually a 92 with the 91 serial number, which is something they did a lot back then. Ibanez S540 in laser blue. And the pickups have been changed. This is a vintage 80s Seymour Duncan Little 59. 59, and this is a Little 59. The Little 59 is not old and vintage. That's relatively new. But the 59 is definitely old and vintage. It has a sticker dating from probably the mid to late 80s. And it was wound by Lydia Daniels. And the middle pickup is just stock. The IBZ USA, which is a DiMarzio. The bite on that. I think I gotta raise the bridge up on this a hair because I lowered it a little bit, and I'm feeling just a tiny bit of right there. Yeah, it's definitely not working right. I think my demo is over here. Hold on, we got to reauthorize the demo here. 10 minutes go by that fast? I suppose, there we go. I suppose it did. The only bummer about, the demo is that every time it comes back, obviously it comes back with all your settings reset, So I have to just turn the gate up. Luckily, it doesn't have to go through and learn your audio hardware again. Anyway, this was the fourth guitar I actually checked before I came back out here to see whether this or the Charvel was the third or the fourth, and this was the fourth, and the Charvel was the third. So this was $249. The Charvel was $499, which is about $100 less than I normally see it for. This at $249 is about $200 less than I normally see them for. At least a good 100. They seem to get around, I don't know, $350 to $450 for these. Of course, you see people on Craigslist that are like, rare American-made guitar made in Pennsylvania. It's like, now custom-made American Ibanez, $1,200. And it's like, oh, God. Nope. Nope. That's not going to happen. So, anyway, this was guitar number 4. I think we got one left. I'll be back in a sec with the final guitar of 2015. See you in a sec. All right, we're back. And this is it. The final guitar of 2015. This is I think it's a 2001. I think it's an 01. Yeah, 2001. 2001 Fender American Deluxe HSS Stratocaster in aged cherry burst with the mint green pickguard, single double in the roller nut and the locking tuners Spurzel style, and the saddles were replaced with Graphtec saddles. And that's about it. And this I got for $6.50 because it had this massive ding on the back of the neck that I filled in with a little bit of super glue and sanded it down, and it has been mint ever since. And this might be the best deal. I mean, I don't know, that laser blue. Those two Ibanez are pretty good deals. But I was pretty stoked with this guitar after I fixed it up. When I first got it, I was like, "What the hell is this?" They're like, what, huh? They're like, they didn't know what to say, but it's been completely fixed. It is a non-issue at this point. In fact, they had the companion piece to this, which was Tobacco Sunburst, so a brown air burst, obviously, and what they call it, vintage burst, I forget. But, you know, it's the browner version of the burst, but not black. Right? It doesn't have black at the edge. It's brown at the edge. So it's not like their standard, you know, sunburst. And it was the 3 singles, and it had the, you know, the S1 switch there, which this one doesn't have. This is before they implemented those electronics in the design. So, I think it was going for $6.99, or it might have been $6.50, could have been $6.49, but it had a massive dent right in the front, and it even cracked, whatever hit it, also cracked the pickguard a little bit. It's a little tiny little crack in the pickguard and a big dent. And boy, let me tell you, I looked at that dent for a long time. I was like, I could probably steam half of it out and then fill the rest with super glue and polish it out, and then boom, it's sold. It's like too much time scheming, not enough time buying. So, didn't get it. But that's okay. I got plenty of guitars this year. There may be one more on the way. A project guitar, which probably wouldn't count for this year because it wouldn't, I think, be ready until next year. So, I think this will be the final guitar of the year. Right here. The Fender. All right, guys, that's it. Thanks so much for stopping by. And rock on.